Hello, everybody. It is Andrea from Energy Healing by Andrea, and we are pulling our card today from the Divine Feminine Oracle. And we are seeing what is in our highest good and best interest for me to read for us today, what messages and guidance is really going to help us get through the day, see something differently, make a decision. What do I need to read? And as I always say, this is not meant for one group of people. We all have masculine and feminine sides inside of us. And so we need to see out of this deck what, if I could shuffle it, what I'm supposed to read for us today that's really going to help us. What guidance is going to help us. So there's two that just flipped over. This one says, the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. And the one under it says, Kali, the Mother of the Universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. I feel like I've read this one, but I have not read this one. So I'm going to read them both, but they kind of seem like they coincide with each other. So let's see. Okay. The Black Madonna, page 26. The Black Madonna represents the power that we all have to emerge from the darkness transformed. There are over 500 Black Madonnas throughout Europe. When this card is selected, for millennia, the body, the earth, all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from the pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's the crucial and elemental stage that we must all go through to create new or more life. The Black Madonna is the emblem of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that is inherent in all things. All living and created things are energy. The body has wisdom. The earth has wisdom. And the pain we experience as human contains deep wisdom. When we are in the fires of suffering, it can be difficult to trust that gold is being forged. It can be hard to trust that when we are in terrific pain, that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. The Black Madonna is the cauldron that holds us steadfastly as we endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our existence. She is the promise that what does not survive the fires of suffering was never meant for us. And she is the presence that is there with us even when we might feel the most alone, reminding us that there is no darkness that we can enter without being met by love. And it says, I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That is a beautiful message, so important. I say it all the time. We have to go through the shadow stuff, have the tower moments so that we can rebuild, see life differently through new filters, have new direction, surround ourselves with new things, new people, new experiences, and all that stuff. And with Mercury retrograde coming up on Sunday, if nobody knew, it's going to bring up all of that shadow stuff. It is going to not feel great, but it's only going to not feel great when something is not serving us and needs to be released. So if you're feeling your mind react or your body react in a way that does not feel good, anxiety, all that stuff, look at that situation. What is happening? How does it make you feel? Who is involved? What does it relate to? How can we move through it, move past it, heal it, and start to see things in a new way? So I love that message. And now we're going to move on to Kali, the Mother of the Universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Kali. And if you guys are already feeling a little off, I always feel it before it even comes, the Mercury retrograde, so you might already be in it, but really embrace all of the feels. Go through it. Let that stuff burn to the ground and let your new self grow. Okay, Kali, 64. Who she is. Kali embodies the ultimate wake-up call to get us aligned as soon as possible with what we have come here to do. Kali is as subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us, and that sounds good in theory, but in practice, it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Callie sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Callie doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone that we are not. She does not want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with respect and love. We need to do the light work we've come here to do. Callie wants us to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of a false belief system that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. Callie is the harbinger of having entered Kairos soul time. And stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But ultimately, Callie has come out of fierce love for the... Let's start that again. But ultimately, Callie has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength, our vulnerability. She lets us begin again from the bare bones truth of who we are. And it says, what is falling away from my life right now that is no longer serving me? And the intention is, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. So those messages are pretty similar. And I feel like we're going to be going through it for the next month, but really embrace it. Don't hide it. Don't push it away. Look at it, face it, move through it, beat the crap out of it. Get all of those old stuff, like memories, things that are stuck inside you, this stagnant, embedded energy that just does not need to be in there. These old views and programming and belief systems. Kick them out. Figure out who you are. The only way we can do that is by letting go of all of the stuff that is taking up so much real estate in our bodies and our minds and our souls. We need to get rid of it so we can truly see who we are, who we're meant to be. We need to not care what anybody thinks. Don't make anybody proud except for yourself. Don't do things for other people that you don't want to do, that doesn't make you feel comfortable. Do things that make your heart and soul happy. Do things from your authentic self. The more you do that, the more happy you're going to be. I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record these days, but it is so, so important. And this next 30 days, or however long it's going to be for the retrograde, is really going to bring out that stuff. And you really have to work through it and burn it down. That is the only way you can get to the next level. And they are here to say, you can do it. You can. You deserve to have an amazing life. Be your authentic self. Love yourself. Every part of yourself. That's it. Okay. It's kind of a heavy message. Hold on tight. I think we're in for a ride, but that's okay. We're going to get through it. And I'll be here for you every day in the meantime. Okay. Bye-bye.